meet more people.
We
And
should call them something.
what should we call them?
Hooters. Never
Nope,
mind.
not calling them that. Okay. So where do we start?
I think we start with an intro.
Intro. Okay. My name is Chase, and I've been playing video games for the past 25 years or so. Um, and recently decided to start a streaming channel. This is my wife, Sydney.
I'm Sydney. I would say I've been playing video games for
A lot longer, right?
a lot longer, right? Shorter than Chase has. He kind of got me back into it. I played a little bit of RuneScape here and there when I was younger, but I mostly play Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley, the small, definitely more girly
Laid back games.
laid back games. We should say that. I'm definitely not a first person shooter kind of person.
Oh, you go in there and kill them all. So this is kind of behind the scenes journey of our descent into streaming, you could say. This is going to be kind of the changes that we're making and the upgrades that we do, and kind of just our day to day as we try to, get, kind of grow our channel and work together to do that. So the first thing when we decided to start streaming, we had to pick a name. Now, of course, this is mainly my channel, but Sydney backs me up. She takes care of me, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. But first, we had to pick a name, and didn't want to go with something that was my name, which is what I've been using for every account that I ever make. So we went through some random name generators and probably 100+ iterations of that until we found something, and then we kind of just worked it back and forth until we ended up with Boot Pursuit, which we thought was going to be kind of interesting, a little easy to branch for sure. We got the owl theme. And I think it's kind of working out pretty well. I like owls. I think Sydney's kind of a fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good iconography there. So did that, and then of course we get into the research and what do you have to do, if you want to get more viewers and if you want to get get to be an affiliate and a partner with Twitch, what all do you have to do? So the number one recommendation, of course, was you've got to get your name out there. So that means social media.
Yes.
That means social media. So we started with that. Facebook, YouTube here, Instagram, Twitter. Had to figure those things out. I'm
not a huge social media person.
No,
Ever.
I'm a very private person, so this is an awkward journey for me. But since I love playing video games and I will always be playing video games, then it just kind of made sense. I mean,
yeah,
why not try and do the thing that you love and hopefully turn it into something more? So started out, got the Instagram going, some clips we've got up there now, got Twitter going. Sydney, of course, my brand manager, my social media marketeer here. Tell them what you do with all of that.
Chase mostly does his scheduling, so he will, for the week, he'll set what days he wants to stream, and then he'll mostly do like the initial announcement that like he will be streaming this week at this time. And then during his stream, I'll post on all his social media about that he's live now, and you can swipe up. We can't do
swipe yet.
Can't do that yet.
I'm not that big.
But to go follow the link, and to I'll post on his Twitter that he's live, and do a Facebook story. I don't like to do the lives as like an actual post because it does. I mean, those will go away as time goes on. They're not going to stay the same. So we try to leave the post for things that are more happening with the development of his hardware, development of the just flips, and his journey through gaming. So that's what we leave the post for.
Yeah. And then of course, had to do Facebook because everybody has a Facebook, right? That's kind of the same as the Twitter. You know, it's like a mix of Twitter and Instagram. I do my clips there, and she does the announcements. And then YouTube, we decided, would be something a little different.
So what's YouTube going to be?
Well, thanks for asking. YouTube is going to be kind of a storyline of what's going on in our lives, how we're handling, sticking to a streaming schedule. We have such a busy week, with working full-time jobs and trying to go visit with our families who live out of town, and of course we have
game nights.
Yeah, we're in 2 different D&D groups at this point, so trying to work around that, take care of the cat, get ourselves fed, and stream and stay sane. It's a lot. But
do you enjoy it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. Of course you can see we're just starting out. I think this is week 2, week 3?
Maybe 3.
Maybe week 3. I've got several streams out, several video on demands there that you can all go and watch. You feel inclined, please give me the follow. Would love to see you in the chat. And but I just really enjoy people jumping in, being interactive. Sydney's always there, chatting and kind of cheering me on, which is wonderful. She, even if she isn't good at first-person shooters, she still likes to watch and be a part of it. I know when
it's a good kill.
That's right. So other than that, I mean, we had the social media aspect to take care of, and then it was the hardware. Had to get the hardware taken care of. So as you can see, got the green screen. That was a gift from my stepdad. So right now he said he wasn't going to be using this for a bit, and ta-da. It's a nice borrow, good start here.
Yeah.
And I think one of the best things so far that we've gotten is the microphone. It has been such a huge upgrade. Before it was using the wireless headset, and you get the robot voice, and
it's just a little distorted from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, even your high quality gaming headsets, you still get a little bit of distortion. It's just not this crystal clear wired sound, and that's kind of a big deal, especially for people watching. Nobody wants to listen to something that just doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I think it's made a really big difference.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I've always had the computer. I build my own computers. I've had it for a long time, and I had the headset before to just play games, and I thought, I'll just jump in. But we had some setbacks with some things, and shipping delays.
Yeah.
So we
Everything was out of stock too.
Yeah.
A lot of things
Everything's
were.
out of stock. Completely out of stock.
We're still. Oh, I guess we should wait for that.
Well,
But
yeah,
we're still waiting on
still waiting on some
stuff.
things. But I did get to upgrade the computer, new motherboard, new CPU. Just made it run like new. It's almost like upgrading to a new console. Just fantastic. Went from a 3rd generation Intel to a 9th generation Intel, and just absolutely love it. Runs like a dream. Sydney was over the moon for the cost on that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then, of course, the camera was next. We had an old webcam. But recently, a buddy of mine finally found one in stock. He said, "Hey, I know you've been looking for this," and I said, "Yes, grab it immediately, please." Yes. So we've got the new camera. It's looking better. It's a Logitech C920, and the camera quality is just so much improved. And of course, in order to stream other things like the Animal Crossing, we had to get a capture card. Finally found one of those in stock at Best Buy and went ahead and got that. The Elgato HD 60S, nothing too big over the top, but it gets the job done. So very thankful that we could find that. You want to tell them what's in the future?
I don't think I should.
You don't. We're still looking for some things as we're able to, as we can, put together some money for a few other things. I definitely have to give this back, so that needs to be replaced. And as you can see, it's kind of old school with the big sheet. I'd like to get one of the Elgato chroma key screens that just pops right up and we can stow it away whenever we have to. As well as a Streamlabs Prime subscription. We're starting to switch over to Streamlabs Prime from the Twitch Studio. Just going back and forth trying to find out, what really works best. And would love to get the Stream Deck, the Elgato Stream Deck. That looks just phenomenal. Switching between scenes, just making everything look better. Yeah, we're really looking forward to getting that, and eventually, hopefully, we'll get a second computer. That way, we can, do the industry standard of streaming on one PC, playing the game on another, and using the capture card to swap that input there, or bring that input in to the streaming computer. Looking forward to that.
Yeah,
but
I think that'll be a big upgrade.
Yeah, that's a little down the road. It's kind of meant some big changes for us though.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Yeah. What do you think the biggest change from start to now would be?
I think when we moved, everything kind of made you like a little studio-ish
absolutely.
area.
Yeah.
Makeshift studio for now.
Well, we've got this small space right here that we're kind of crammed into that, we've got the green screen, I've got the computer desk, and a smaller desk here to handle some of my components, which is, I'd say it's an upgrade because we had it over in a corner. It was just the desk. And then we had to move a lot of furniture around. And
That was fun.
Yeah, a ton of fun. And I'll throw a shot over here of our internet
Oh yeah, adventure.
Yeah. We had to run a hole through the floor and drop it into the ceiling to get a wired internet connection because the Wi-Fi was just not cutting it. Cannot stream on Wi-Fi apparently. Not ours at least. So I think one of the most fun challenges of this has been convincing Sid to agree that it was a good idea.
Yeah, it kind of takes two people to kind of be on board with it. You know, you can't just do it by
Absolutely.
yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know how these people do it. You know, these professionals do it without a team. They certainly have to have people
They definitely
you.
have
Yeah.
people.
Doing this alone would have just been a little bit too much to handle, I think. But you know, we talked it over, and you know, she said, "Well, I know you're going to be playing anyway, and you know, I like that you get to spend time and interact with your friends, especially the ones that have moved off and the family members that don't live close." So, you know, it's kind of been uh, it's been really good time. You know, really good interactions with everyone,
Meeting
and
new people online.
yeah, absolutely meeting new people. It's been great. Got some of our first non family friend followers recently, so that was great. People are starting to come in hopefully and see the channel and interact. Just I absolutely love that. Want to meet more people.
We
And
should call them something.
what should we call them?
Hooters. Never
Nope,
mind.
not calling them that. But I think Sydney having a role in this has been very important, especially for me. Just having her there for me, supporting and you know, using her knowledge of people to really help me out. I mean, she's done all of the social media and the outreach stuff to help boost the channel. So, I mean, tell them a little bit about that.
As I mentioned before, I mean, we try to just get it out to as many people as we can that he's going live so that they know that they can come. We obviously want engagement on our social media. So having people see it there and go to Twitch is a really fun thing to see. But we really want that engagement on Twitch because it's live, it's happening. Chase is able to interact with these people, and I can talk to them as well as I'm on the chat. So we really just try to get it out that he's streaming.
So we got a couple questions. Well, we're gonna ask each other just to kind of figure out, you know, where we stand on some of these things. So,
Yeah.
Do you think that you'll ever stream?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
I think maybe the laid back games, Animal Crossing, or I don't know, maybe eventually.
Okay. I
It's a
think it'd be
possibility.
very interesting. I think people would like that. What do you got for me?
Why do you think you decided to start streaming?
Kind of tough one. I think for me, like I said earlier, it's been something that I've just always really enjoyed. I always like to play video games. I like to see what the new games are. You know, what everyone's playing, what no one's playing, and it's just a way I can connect with my friends. As you get a little bit older, you know, you kind of move all over the country, and you know, you're not physically close to your good friends and your family. So it's been really nice just staying in touch through this kind of digital medium, and I really like to be able to spend that time with them. Let's see, what has been your favorite part of the experience?
I think my favorite part is seeing you interact with a lot of your friends. You just mentioned this, but to grow, I like to see you on my screen. Just, I mean, you're so passionate about it that makes me very happy, and it makes me.
I'm glad you can see the passion. I'm a very relaxed person, so
You
it
have to
doesn't
learn this about him.
it doesn't come through.
What are some challenges that you hope to overcome?
Some challenges. Let's see. One is definitely coming out of my shell. I'm just very reserved, very laid back, and sometimes my excitement and my passion doesn't really come through, especially on a recording, you know. So I hope I can open up a little bit more and be more entertaining, more fun, more lively. You know, I really want to do that, not just for the stream, not just for Twitch or for other people, but for me. I think that's a challenge of being kind of one of those shy kids all your life.
Yeah.
It's something I really hope that I can kind of overcome and just get out there a little bit more. Here's one. What is your least favorite part of this experience?
Oh, that's a bad question. Honestly, and I say this honestly, it's very expensive just to get some of the things going. Chase mentioned the new microphone, the webcam. It just is it's an investment, but it's for a good reason, which is what I keep telling myself. But I think that's probably my least favorite part.
It's understandable.
Not a big one, least favorite.
You got one more for me? No?
Oh. I thought you were asking for another least favorite. I was like, no, I like
another
it.
question. What you got?
What do you hope to stream in the future?
Well, right now I'm mostly streaming Warzone, but I think in the future, what I would truly enjoy streaming, the game that I'm by far looking forward to the most is Elder Scrolls 6.
That's gonna be a good one.
I absolutely cannot wait, and I'd love everyone to be part of that journey. It's so fun for me. I will put thousands of hours into that game, no doubt. So I think whenever that comes out, it's going to be a good time for me and hopefully for you guys if you're around watching.
If you're watching now, comment down below what you think or what your favorite video game to play is. We'd love to know.
Yeah, and if you're a streamer, put your tag in. Let's
create a community.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to check out some of you guys' channels, give you a follow, and if you want to, if you would be so kind, give me a follow back, subscribe, and look forward to hearing from you guys, and enjoy.
Peace out.
Thanks.